Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our friends. The Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. Search for them on Facebook. Central Minnesota Pond Racing. Search for them on Facebook. The historic Lancaster Motel for the ultimate Eastern trail riding adventure. Crane's Snowmobile Museum at 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. The Vintage Snowmobile Club of America Quarterly Magazine. The Bridge Street Garage Racing Team, the house racing team of the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast. The New Hampshire Snowmobile Museum at Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown, New Hampshire. And lastly, if you decide to advertise with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, this could be your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here tonight. Now, tonight is the season finale of the podcast. We're going to go on hiatus over the summer months, airing reruns until early October when we go live again. And I hope that you will join us through the summer months for that. We've also got a muscle car podcast we're going to be doing over the summer months on another Facebook property. There are links in the description if you'd like to follow that. But before we go any further, I'm going to introduce you to our guest. Our guest tonight actually needs no introduction. He's been on the program many times. And since I have a cold tonight, I've asked him to help me with the hosting duties, because if I talk much longer, I'm going to start coughing intensely. How you doing tonight, Ray?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, not a problem.
You're a very brave soul for coming on to do this. I really appreciate it. In just a minute, I'm going to get out of your way here and let you talk up some of these videos and things we're going to be doing tonight. And then, of course, at the bottom of the hour, we've got Rob that's going to come on with a trivia question. Also, while we're doing this, Ray, I'm going to be popping comments on the screen, kind of like this. Alaska Railroad saying hello. He's saying please smash the like button to everyone. So while a lot of these videos are playing, I'll be popping these on the screen. And if I pop something up while you're talking, if you feel like responding to it, by all means, go for it. But let me put you full screen here, Ray, and the show is yours. Take it away.
All right. I hope I can do Mike justice and all the vintage snowmobile lovers out there justice. Want to help him out. Mike's a tremendous guy. He's helped me out a lot with these rides. Just want to talk up. We had a vintage snowmobile ride, our second annual Great Northwoods vintage snowmobile ride back on March 12th. Great day. We had a great turnout, close to 150 sleds. We expected more, but Mother Nature did not cooperate. We had a lot of warm weather before that. Then we got dumped on with 18 inches of wet, heavy snow the day of the ride. But we all had a great time. Great cookout. We raffled off a 1970 Skidoo Olympic. The gentleman that won the sled, you thought we'd given him $1 million. So much fun to just see the excitement that's drawn with this vintage snowmobile stuff. Hopefully everybody understands this is just a great, great venue. It's a great way to get into snowmobiling. It's a great way to see where snowmobiling started. So I know Mike has got some of the video that we did from the ride. If Mike can cue that up and get that going, just to show you a little bit about what happened that day. Whoops, maybe a little technical difficulty. Not quite sure what's going on. But he should be queuing that up. Looks like it's coming up any second now. Okay. Can everybody still hear me? If you can, just hit a message on the screen, and hopefully everybody can still hear what's going on. To go over a little bit, we like I said, we had about 150 sleds. It was a great day to be had. We had a cookout. Everything's free. We had a raffle with a snowmobile. We're planning on a big event for this year. Some things that are going to happen. We just had a little meeting tonight before this podcast with some of the people that I've been working with. We're going to have this ride next year, probably around the first part of March, along with another event that's going on in Pittsburg, New Hampshire. It's called the Parade of Lights. We're looking to okay, I'm not sure. Mike just messaged me. He doesn't have any audio, so I'm not quite sure if anybody can hear me or not. Ready for the video, Mike. I don't know if you can see me. Can you hear me, Mike? Not sure if anybody can hear me. I'm not seeing anything coming through, messages from anybody. All right. Can you hear me, Mike? Can't hear me at all. I'm not sure if everybody else can hear me, but looks like we've got some problems, some technical problems. I'm not technically savvy. I know that for sure. I don't know where the issue's coming from. If you can hear me, I think this might be it for the show. Mike's working on his end, trying to get this to go, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. He just asked me by a message to go full screen so we could close the show. So what I'd like to do is let everybody know, if you can hear me, we're going to be going over and setting up some dates. We're talking about having a swap meet in the fall with a vintage show, with some other things going on, with maybe some Hall of Fame racers or a racer that could show up, that could be there to help promote it a little bit. We're going to have the information sometime down the road here in the next few weeks. Mike is going to graciously let me bring this onto his show. This will be the place, if anybody's viewing this from anywhere, if it's YouTube or whatever, this is where you're going to find out about it. We're going to advertise this through Mike and through a lot of the places, and we will go from there. If everybody's listening to this, we will try this again next week from what Mike just said, and we'll go from there. So everybody, I hope you have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day.